arrived at my house. Okay.
First it's me, now it's you.
Yeah. Okay, but I'm ready. Let's do this thing.
Okay, great. So let's resume where we were. Almost through it. Yeah. So we talked about bringing the external files. We talked about the fixtures. We talked about renaming that anonymous function so that we can invoke it explicitly from our test. And then we were just going over through the test logic. So somehow we fake out the time zone. Either we set it and guess returns what we set, or we just stub out the call to guess. Now that we have the time zone that the machine thinks it's in, we actually execute this function that converts that time zone. So the time zone we get, we have initially, of course, is just the UTC time zone. We convert it, and the convert will say, okay, this time zone has to be converted to whatever time zone I set up here.
Yes.
And it should return that back. Now we've converted that, so now we dip back into the page. We use that class in the jQuery selector to get the time zone, to get the element. This is, because this is a class selector, it'll return a collection, so we just access element 0 of the collection. There's only one anyway. And I'm calling that element. That's just the element. And now I've got an element that somewhere inside contains a text that corresponds to the time, the converted time. So here I need to put an expectation using expect dot, that kind of thing, that the time zone that I pull from the page is equal to the expected time zone that I set up here or stubbed up here. And so as a hint, I would just say use this. So jQuery element, and jQuery, of course, gives us, you know, fancy functions. And so that's a span element, actually. And if you call text on it, it'll give you the text that the span encompasses. And the text, of course, is the converted time zone string. So what I would expect to see here is something like, I don't know, what's the time zone that we've got? 1800. So what we do is we're going to convert that to my local time zone, which is going to be, well, that's 18. Yeah, I think it's going to be 1304. But actually what's happening as well, just so you know, in the code, that Sonia's code, she's actually formatting it. So it doesn't come back in 24-hour time. It comes up in 12 time. So it's going to come back with one, for New York, it's going to come back with 104 in the afternoon, 104:26 p.m., that kind of thing. So, but this logic will work for you. Now, full disclosure, I actually have these tests all working, but I took that out. That was what the prep I did before this. I wanted to remove that and just show you an outline. But I did want to just show you this to get this out of the way, because this is just something quickly to get out of the way. I think the key thing is I would go to the Jasmine page.
Yeah, I was on there looking at all the documentation in terms of.
Okay, there's one page that basically comprises all you need.
Yeah.
Right.
Just check. Let me see if I've got the same page as you.
Yeah. Let me see. I've got the spinning wheel of death here. Come on, you can do it.
The Mac's favorite.
What's that?
That's the Mac's favorite. The spinning wheel of death. Especially when you're in the middle of a presentation.
Exactly. Is this the page that
you? That's the page that I've been looking at. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is basically the whole thing. So what I did, if I'm away from Jasmine for a long time, what I'll do is I'll just come to this page and I'll basically scan or read again the whole thing. just, or, you know, skip a lot of stuff that I don't need. But this is it. This is really all you need. For instance, I have expectation that this variable is to equal 1. You can imagine I can, if this variable actually is a string, like a time zone string, then I could have time 2z equal, you know, America/New York or whatever the time zone string will pick. So it's all straightforward there. So that's pretty much it.
Thank you, Patrick. I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. So I'd suggest bringing in Jasmine YAML, bringing in the fixture. You're gonna have to pull in the modified production code, and then pull this in if you want to have this scaffolding available to start with, or build your own. You've got the video too, so it's up to you. So what I have, so let me see, what's my branch name here? It is UTC time Jasmine tests. So I'm gonna, actually, do I have anything? I do. It's UTC. Yeah, it's up there. UTC time Jasmine test with dashes between the words.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I'll pull that down and go through it, and then hopefully by Monday we can have something to review.
Yeah, cool. So now it's just Jasmine and jQuery, and you're good to go. In fact, so I think like I said, that foundation stuff, we needed to get that out of the way anyway, not just for this, but for other Jasmine tests that I was having problems with. So it helped me solving your problem helped me solve another problem I had. So it worked out.
Good.
Yeah. So with that, let me stop screen sharing. Cool. So anything else?
No, that's it from my side. So enjoy your Friday and have a good weekend.
Okay, you too. You're closer to the weekend than I am at this point. So
yeah, it's got to 20 to 3. So it's such a beautiful day. I think I'm going to go outside for a bit.
Sounds like a plan. Good. All right, Laura. Have a good weekend.
You too. Ciao, Patrick.
Yep. Bye now.